Hello and welcome along to another episode of this FM21 Club story, A Wandering Dork with me, Daniel. It's Season 3, Episode 4, and today we're back for a big doubleheader in two competitions. Firstly, we have a National League game at home to Kettering, the side we're of course managing in our other head coach series, and then we play an FA Cup tie away to Dagenham Redbridge of League 2, a chance to impress against an EFL side and make it into that big third round draw. If we get there, of course we could get a money spinning tie, or equally another opportunity to progress further, but we start on the profile of Tyrell Whitaker today. The summer signing released by Tottenham Hotspur had a slow start to the season and got displaced from Archer, but now he's managed to make it back into the first 11, and you can see from the bottom of the screen he's banging in goals for fun now, and he's starting to have a real impact on this Dorking Wanderers side. We've also got this screen up to avoid any spoilers, so if you have missed any of the season or story so far, please do click back on the eye above to catch up. A massive thank you to everyone that has been following along with the journey. If you are enjoying it, please put a thumbs up on the video, and if you're new to the channel and enjoying this series or the head coach, then subscribe for daily FM20 content. We'll be rotating between these two long-term series. But I have got to say, Whitaker, who we can see here, and Presley, our target man striker, both been benefited by a really big signing we've made, and we will go and have a look at him very quickly now. So if we go to the transfers, just one player coming in and out, but our Lions finally left the club to York City. Actually turned out to be a pretty good deal. We signed him in the summer on a free, and it was a bit of a mistake. One of the ones where the scouting went wrong, and we didn't quite judge his potential right, but York City have paid £7.5 for him, so we actually ended up making a small profit. So we wish him the best there, playing in the National League. Only made a couple of appearances off the bench for them, but we've replaced him with a massive name at this level. Albert Adoma, the 33-year-old winger, a year and a half ago playing for Aston Villa, been at Nottingham Forest in the Championship, and he's now playing for us in the National League with Dorking on a semi-pro contract, a marvellous deal. He's got a great personality, mentally he's brilliant, and physically he's still okay, and most importantly technically he's still got his quality. So 5 appearances so far, 1 goal already, natural on either flank. It was the one position we said we were a little bit short, and my word, we couldn't have got a better signing than this. So let's go and have a look at the home screen to see the impact that's had. We're flying up into a title race this season. After promotion, we were expected to avoid relegation by the board, expected to be top half by the media, but we are chasing Chesterfield all the way now, and we're just 2 points off the top of the National League table. However, there are some slight drawbacks. We're just starting to have a little bit of financial difficulty again, and that's despite being £3 a week below our wage budget. In fact, it's almost £4 there when you take into account, so that's really not very good at all. So hopefully an FA Cup tie will help that greatly, but we have got to get past the League 2 side away. We've just got to cross our fingers and hope they play a backup side, and we'll obviously go out as strong as we can, even if it does harm us in the title race. Against Kettering today, we're playing a mid-table side. We've had a midweek game every week recently, and it didn't help that we had a first round FA Cup replay, and that one went to extra time a week ago. We've got Matthew Smith, our star signing in central midfield. He's out injured for about a month. He's already missed a couple of weeks, and he's got 3 more he's going to be missing, so he probably won't be back for any of the games today, or the couple that we see afterwards. We've got a really tricky run coming up. Barnet away in 4th place, Sutton United at home, they're in 3rd of course, beat us in the previous episode, and then Hartlepool away in the top half as well. Plenty of big games that are going to be difficult. But let's go and have a look at the schedule so you can see how these results have come about. You were of course with me for the Sutton and Swindon games, the remarkable defeat against Sutton, and then of course a controlled 1-0 win against Swindon. But let's look at the results since then. Unbeaten again in all competitions, a 1-0 win against Chester, Aaron Presley with a late winner, then a comfortable 4-2 win at home to Fylde. I say comfortable in terms of scoreline. We scored both of our last 2 goals in stoppage time, and we were 2-0 down after 48 minutes, but a brilliant comeback sealed a victory. That was Whitaker's start of really good form, followed up at Oxford City. Cameron Archer coming back in and getting a brace, just enough to see us through to the first round. Then in the National League we drew away at Leyton Orient, Fabio Lopez with a late harsh red card, but Aaron Presley had already wrapped up a point, a pretty decent result against another big reputation side. Then away against Macclesfield, a 4-1 victory, Whitaker again with a brace, as well as Albert Adoma's first goal for the club, and then a 1-0 win at home to Solihull Hummers. Tyrell Whitaker again with a winner. Then a 0-0 draw at home to Bromley, a brilliant result when you consider the circumstances. Tom Richards, the left winger, in as a backup player, sent off after 8 minutes. We had to take off Pryor, bring on another wide man, and thankfully we managed to hold on all game. Then a 1-0 win at home to Barrow in the league. Cameron Archer, the hero, off the bench, before a 1-0 extra time win against Bromley in the Cup, which set up our tie against Dagenham and Redbridge. Jake Gallagher with that one, everyone contributing here, before a 3-1 win against Halifax last time round. Both strikers getting goals for us in that game, so everyone's in pretty decent form at the moment. So we've got Kettering today, just the one central midfielder missing, and it does have a big impact on this lineup. We've obviously only got 3 left at the club, as we have been forced to release a couple of the Scottish lads. Durnham and Matthews, the backup midfielder and defender, they were on non-contract terms and causing so many problems in the dressing room. We just had to let them leave, and it has left us a bit short in these instances. But let's go and get into the game, which we are heavy favourites for. Of course, though, still missing a central midfielder. We've said everyone to be rested for training after today, so a couple of days off should keep them fit for the weekend. But we are having to play Tom Whelan, who's slightly tired, and Gallagher on the bench is tired too, so we'll probably try and split them 60 and 30 to make sure both are ready for the weekend. It's a big FA Cup tie and crucial financially, so I do want us to be at our best for it, but we've still got a pretty good 11 out tonight, and I'm hoping they'll be able to get an efficient job done. We've got Ramsbottom in goal, Broom and Zamura the fullbacks, Harbottle joining Lomas at centre half today, Bashir Humphrey's one of the lads that's tired, so he's dropped out as alongside Giorgi. We've got Whelan and Hundermark in central midfield, Lopez and Adoma on the wings. We will change him to an inverted winger when we get into the match, he has done well there so far, and then Presley and Whitaker together up front. They've built a brilliant partnership so far this year. Of course, Kettering, the side we've started managing in the head coach, our journeyman story combined with the director of football challenge. We're 3 episodes into that one so far, so if you haven't seen it, do go and catch up on the eye above. It's a brilliant story. We have no say in transfer staffing or contracts, and it leads to some pretty hard moments, but at least Kettering have been willing to give us a job. Well, today they may be under AI management, but they've gone for exactly the same formation. Standard 4-4-2, we've still got Scars there at left back. The skipper is by far the standout player at the club, so that shows probably why they've managed to get promotion. Let's go and talk to the lads though. Not going to address anything at this stage. We're just going to encourage them and hope we get the best out of them. It's the really tough moment we've had since the last episode. Our assistant David Murphy's left the club. He's been snapped up by Eastleigh as their manager in fact, so we can't really begrudge him for moving on. Wanted to make that step up to number 1 and it's the perfect opportunity for him, so we wish him well for the future, and we've got an advert out at the moment for a replacement. Let's get into the first half. We'll go on to control. We've changed Adoma's duty as you can see, so hopefully in his new role it'll suit him a bit better as we come back for a throw in at left back. Zamura gives it in to Adoma. He's really been a touch of class so far. Gives it away there, but Whelan nicks it high up. 2 running off him if he can find them. Goes alone and shoots from the edge of the box, but it's just wide of the post and remains 0-0. You can see we've got the lovely new stand behind the goal now, the extra row of seating which is lovely. We had a few months where we didn't have it due to the works being done, but it is nice to see a bit of a seated stand in the stadium. It's Gubbins at the back giving it away to Whelan, not showing any of that tiredness so far. Into Presley on the edge, back to Hondermark, into Adoma on the left. It was a lovely curling effort just wide of the post, and it's another goal kick, but Kettering living dangerously. Well, we're back for a throw-in again. Kettering had the only shot on target, but we didn't get to see it. On the mark with the ball down the left to Whitaker, and the byline crosses towards Presley, but the keeper comes and claims, does a brilliant job, and it's still 0-0 as a result of that goalkeeping. We're still seeing the highlights, so maybe there'll be a counter here, though it takes a long time to get rid of it. Chesterfield already have the lead in their game, so the title race gap's up to 4 points at the moment. They're away at Dover who've been struggling too, but we've just got to make sure we don't concede here. Williams is in, it's 1-on-1, hits the post for Kettering, a warning sign there, although the flag is up for offside. Another one of those offside highlights we've seen. So many of them in this year's game, but it doesn't matter as long as we don't concede. Well, 10 to the break, we've demanded more from the lads. Joe Scar's off injured as well. It's a shame for him, but in this save we don't mind. Manny Idem's the sub-goalkeeper for them too. We've got a goal kick with Ramsbottom, 2 minutes of stoppage time to add on. Presley wins the flick on, but no one's there. And now Newton and Babos combine to clear, though it only goes to Zamura at left back. Long ball forward, Whitaker in chase, not quite able to get there, but it's back to Zamura, who tries the same ball again. The centre-half's missed it. Whitaker 1-on-1. He hits the post and it bobbles back out, and he's hacked behind by Kettering for a corner. A gilt-edged chance, we won't get better than that. I'm not quite sure how he's managed to miss it. Lomas on the end of the cleared corner, going to be forced backwards here as the highlight ends. We've got another one though into the back post. Adoma's header cleared away again. Wheeling out to Adoma. On the byline on the right, can he get it across? It's into Presley who shoots into the back of the net. Brilliant movement at the front stick and he puts it into the roof of the net. A 1-0 lead, the perfect time to do it, and it looks like it's going to be another efficient home performance. A fantastic result if we can get it. We're continuing to grind out results here. We're going to tell the lads not to get complacent at all. It's very rare we're actually ahead by half time. 5 minutes gone in the second half, we still lead 1-0, and Chesterfield have been pecked back at Dover, so we're now joint top of the National League table. It's a corner on the left, Adoma with an in-swinger. Great header from Lomas, the centre half with his first goal since joining in the summer. We mentioned we weren't quite as strong there this year. O'Dwyer often scored from that position last season, but Lomas finally manages to get one, and that should see the game beyond reasonable doubt. So what we are going to do is think about the weekend, a big FA Cup tie against the League 2 team. We mentioned Whelan was tired pre-match, Gallagher could come on for him, or alternatively do I rest Hondermark and then play Hondermark and Gallagher on Saturday? I think that's what I'm going to do. Hondermark's going to be the man replaced, and we'll just bring Gallagher on as the deep line playmaker. It doesn't matter about his best position for now. We've got Ethan Vaughan on the bench, so he can come on for Broom, who's had an average game, and then it's either Whitaker or Lopez who comes off. But either of them we've got a substitute for, but I think Archer's going to come on for Whitaker up front. So let's get back into it the last 20 minutes. We're going to get the lads to time waste and slow the pace down. Nothing to do with hanging on for this occasion. It's just about trying to preserve the lads' legs. If we keep the ball and we don't take things too quickly, we should see a few less minutes of running. It's Hadler with a free kick inside his own box for Kettering. Long ball forward from the keeper. Newton brings it down and almost gives it away, but the long ball forward finds him on the right again. Good interception from Zamura, the left back. Up towards Archer, the sub-striker. Great turn of pace, lightning on his feet. Beats two men and shoots. Just wide into the side netting. A fantastic solo effort, but he couldn't quite find the end product. Just 10 to go, we're going to drop to balanced. Once we've seen out this corner, of course. Holland to Newton, is in at the back stick, and suddenly we've got to hold on, and now we've got to drop to balance to be careful, and we're also going to tell these lads to concentrate. It'd be silly if we gave it away from here, maybe got complacent a bit too early. Just 2 minutes left and 1+ stoppage time now. I'm not sure what else we can do to be more defensive. It's a free kick for Kettering, dangerous position. Great save, Rams bottom, but the rebound's in. Fortunately the flag's gone up though. We survived by the skin of our teeth. Hopefully we can see out stoppage time without any further instance, although we've still got 45 seconds remaining, and we're back for a free kick at left back. Zamura's taken as long as he wants on a yellow card, so doesn't want to make it too long. Great through ball for Archer, who's in 1-on-1. Can he finish it and seal it? He can't. He drifts it wide at a post. Opened up his body. He looks so composed, and then he managed to put it wide somehow. A goal kick being rushed forward by Kettering. Where's the whistle, referee? We've had the 4 minutes. Harbottle gets to the header first, and it's wide to the left-hand side to Kettering, but the final whistle has gone. We nick it 2-1. It's another victory, another ugly win really. We've not been at our best for some time this season, but we're managing to grind out 3 points every week. Chesterfield nicked 2 late goals, so they managed to stay 2 points clear, but it really is becoming a 2-horse race at the top, and who would have thought at the start we'd be part of it. Let's see what the media said. Injury worry for Scars. We obviously wish him the best because he's a star for us in our other series, but in this one we were able to nick the 3 points, and it leads us into Saturday's game pretty well. So we'll be back in a moment to face Dagenham and Redbridge, who are currently playing in League 2, and it's going to be a really big FA Cup tie with a reward of place in the magical 3rd round. Well, we're back for the second round FA Cup tie against Dagenham, and this is going to be one of the biggest ones. They were obviously promoted to League 2 in one of the first 2 seasons, currently sitting comfortably in 14th there. Their vice captain's Matt Robinson, a former Luton player, really good pro for Dagenham too, and it's going to be a very difficult game today, but the reward if we win it is such a great one. So let's look at the team we've gone for. It's almost exactly the same 11, just one change coming into the team. We've got Humphreys replacing Harbottle at centre half, back to our first choice centre-half partnership. We haven't got Matthew Smith fit, but Whelan has made it for this one, so we're going to stick with the rest of the same 11, just that one change at centre-half. We've got a couple of extra substitutes, so Georgie back to fitness on the bench, Hale Brown's joined him on there as well, so I'm hoping we'll be able to pull off an FA Cup shock and that Albert Adoma can produce his best again. 2 assists in the last game for the 2 goals, one of the stars of the match for our side. His delivery's been absolutely crucial in the last few games, and I'm hoping he'll deliver some more good crosses today. So let's get into this FA Cup tie, the magic of the cup, and let's see if we can produce another special moment. Well, it's a 4-4-2 for Dagenham. They've got some really decent players in there. Elliot Justin, another former player in goal for them. Jordan Bowery up front, a former crew player in our FIFA series last year. He's a really decent player in League One in real life in the moment. They've got some really decent players in that side and a few game changers on the bench as well. For us, we've just got to focus on our performances. You remember last year against Scunthorpe, we had a brilliant first round tie in the cup. Unfortunately, it ended on a sour note though, with a 95th minute equaliser costing us. But we've changed to Doma's duties, and you can see nearly everyone fully comfortable in their role there. So let's get into the first half on a balanced mentality today and see if we can produce something special in the cup. It's a throw-in for Dagenham early on at right back. Not a great attendance there by the looks of it. That'll be a shame, not too much money coming in. This one not selected for TV or anything either. It's Zamura at left back hooking it away. Lovely clearance but only as far as Brundle. Though Hondermark brings it down for Whelan. Hondermark again looking long, but we haven't found that ball over the top yet, though Whelan looks like he might go for it. Out to the right to Fabio Lopez. Long ball through, there's 2 chasing it. Presley's one who shoots. Brilliant save, Elliot Justin. Tips it behind for a corner kick. It looked like it was heading for the top corner. It's Adoma to deliver though. We know he's got the quality. Can he find the player with a cross? He's in towards Lomas but headed away, and unfortunately hooked yet further by Dagenham. The highlight ends, but with 5 minutes gone, we've had the first good chance of the match. It's a throw-in on the left for Dagenham though, right in the attacking third. Morton at the byline trying to cross. Back to Wood who does deliver. Headed away Zamura, big volley to halfway, and Whitaker's able to try and turn the centre half. He beats one, but he's got a second to chase now. Really trying to get down that flank. He beats another. He passes to Hondermark. Hits the post and behind. What a wonderful bit of play from the centre forward. Whitaker now made it as our captain too. On the day, he's got so much quality. He's a good leader and his determination's great, but we'll hold that thought as Bowery's got a free header, thankfully straight into the arms of Ramsbottom. Can we create a counter from here? Been a really good cup tie so far. Don't often see this many highlights in the first 10. Long ball over, Whitaker chases. Centre half just about makes it. And Brundle, the skipper, brings it forward for Dagenham. They're back in control of possession at the back. Long ball down the right hand side. Falls for Humphreys, the centre back. He goes all the way back to Ramsbottom. And we start again from the defensive area. What a fantastic end to end game it is. It's a poor kick though, and now Dagenham are in. Through ball towards Bowery and Quigley. Bowery on the edge. He's gone wide to Wood. Maybe their chance has gone there. They've got 3 in the box though. One of them's Quigley, and Lomas has been adjudged to have fouled him. And now we've got to deal with a penalty kick. We need the goalkeeper to come and save the day. Don't forget all of this came from his poor clearance. Morton stepping up for the penalty. It's gone under the keeper. He probably should have saved it. And unfortunately the league side lead 1-0. Well, nearly half an hour on the clock and we're back with Fabio Lopez on the right. Just one possession back in midfield. Hondermark long, Whitaker doesn't get there. Hondermark manages to get it again though. Into Whelan, he's got Presley running off him. He's in here and shoots too early. He could have taken it into the box, maybe didn't trust his pace, but it just whistles over the bar. Elliot Justin always had it covered in truth. 10 minutes to the break, it's still 1-0 to Dagenham, but it's been a really decent first half performance, and again we've competed with an EFL side. Zamura at left back with a throw into Whitaker. Look at that beautiful white suit on the left. Whitaker holds it up to Zamura again, and he's forward to the danger man, Adoma. Got a good delivery, but goes short this time. Hondermark again in the middle, and Zamura's clearance is blocked as it falls for Humphreys. We just can't find that opening at the moment. Hondermark with another poor ball. Humphreys with a aimless one as well. It's cleared away as far as Brundle, as again we start creating new words. It's Brundle just inside his own half. Back to the right, back for Dagenham and Redbridge. They're starting to look a bit more comfortable now, and in the second half we will have to go a bit more positive and just hope we don't concede at the back. Thompson into the box though, skins the fullback. Good shot but just wide of the post. Broom was absolutely rinsed there on the left. Thompson looking like a right handful for the home side. Half time, it is 1-0 because of that penalty. Been a pretty even match in truth though, and it does suggest we've got an EFL team, and perhaps if we can sneak up, we won't have to make too many improvements in the summer. We're going to go to a positive mentality, but no other changes for now, and as we get back into the second half, let's see if we can get that crucial equaliser. Well, we're at the hour mark and we're back with Whelan in midfield. I've got to say, if we could manage to nick a replay, I'd really fancy our chances at home. Though Hondermark's just given the ball away now, so that chance could fade if Dagenham take chances. Powell's run from the length of the pitch, Ramsbottom saves. Really poor defending there. Giving the ball away on halfway, overcommitting to the attack. And as a result, we nearly went 2-0 down and we've now got a corner to defend too. Lomas gets it away as far as Boland. The highlight ends pretty quickly and we are just going to go and make one change. Whelan's going to be replaced by Gallagher. He's going to go on as a ball-winning midfielder on support. Just want to try and get a foot in now. We don't want to let them get comfortable on possession, something Brundle's been able to do for much of this game. Let's get back into it, 25 minutes to go, and we'll make another change or two in a minute. Well, just over 15 minutes left. Adoma's struggling for fitness now, so Giorgi's going to come on for him. And then Broom's had a poor game at right back, as has Whitaker up front actually. So let's bring on Cameron Archer and see if he can do something special. He's been a super sub on many occasions this year. Zamura into the box. He's headed away as far as Hondermark. We're still creating chances here though. We've had 15 shots, including a clear-cut chance. And Humphreys gets it back out to Zamura on the left. Into Hondermark. Can we find that opening? It's Gallagher in the middle. Out to Zamura overlapping. Into the box, Presley's there, just wide of the post. He's not going to get many better chances than that, but unfortunately it beat the keeper and the far stick. Let's tell the lads we want to demand more as we come back to defender corner again. Broom heads away, but only to the edge. Powell on the volley just over. It's end-to-end football. It's a wonderful cup tie, and with 5 to go, we're going to go very attacking. Well, the full-time whistle goes without further incident. A really even game, but we lost it 1-0. One mistake at the back, one penalty converted, and unfortunately that's all it took to lose the tie. A brilliant effort and we competed against a higher division team again. Just shows if we can get up we will do alright there. We've got 2 massive games coming up this week and now we've got a team full of unfit players. Let's see what the media said about the game. Made Tyrell miss chances, so they're suggesting we deserved a result. We've got fitness concerns, we're going to go and rest a few players as we're defeated in the FA Cup second round. Let's see if it did anything for the finances. Has put us back in the black temporarily, so we must have made about 50 grand from the day, whether that be from shared gate receipts or otherwise. So again, 2 pretty tense games in the episode. Unfortunately a defeat in the cup though. I was hoping we might be able to get our first massive game, but alas it wasn't to be on this occasion. So we've got a run of big games coming up, and then a few ones that on paper we should win, and we'll probably then come back sometime around New Year, maybe to face our FM20 inside Torquay, and then we've got Chesterfield at home in the league as well. So I think that's going to be the next double header. Torquay away, and then the current league leaders Chesterfield at home. We've got 9 league games between now and then, as well as potentially 1 or 2 in the trophy, so that should give us a chance to see if we can stay near the top. Of course we may well be out of the title race by that point, but if you did enjoy this episode and those 2 very close games, please do put a thumbs up on the video. I'm absolutely loving my time with Dorking Wanderers and they're overachieving beyond any expectations. It's been a wonderful season and these lads have gelled brilliantly and the dynamics continue to improve throughout the season. The team cohesion's good, the lads couldn't be supporting us anymore, we really couldn't be more positive about things, and I'm hoping by the time we're back at the end of January we'll still be chasing at the top of the table. Let me know in the comments if you think there's anywhere we can improve and how on earth we managed to get Albert Adoma. I know physically he's really starting to decline, but he's still a fantastic player and could certainly contribute at a League 2 club. Of course the board there expect us to avoid relegation. We're basically safe already at this point. 29 points clear and nearly at that 50-point mark, and with a game in hand we could join Chesterfield at the top. Subscribe to the channel for daily FM20 content from my 2 long-term stories. The head coach will be back tomorrow at 4:30 and then this Dorking save again in 2 days' time. We've got a top of the table clashing story, it is going to be a cracker, and hopefully we'll be doing well with Kettering in the other save. There's also 2 episodes a week from my Cricket 19 career. They're on Tuesday and Saturday at midday. We've had some landmark moments in that one in recent weeks, and hopefully our career can continue to progress in that one. But a massive thanks for watching this one as always, and your continued support of the series. I really do appreciate it greatly, and I hope to see you next time for a top of the table clash as we surprisingly try and chase the National League title.